welcome to the 11th race of the Port Moresby Moni Plus GoKart Championship. Towards the back end of the season and on the Pom Casey 2022 tracker sees Chris Chan of Mountain Dew on track, securing first place with a progressive score of 347 points. Second and third are for grabs. Leon Nguyen of Track Pro dropping down to third place with 236 points. Cullen Blundell of Pacific Energy Consultancy sits on second with 244 points.
I'm not sure today. It's pretty cold. The track's not too hot, so we'll see how we go. But Chris is still pretty quick, so I'm hoping to get on the podium, but tough. It'll be a tough race today.
No, we've still got a few races to go. The last race, as you saw, I struggled a bit with some issues, but today I seem to be back up to speed. Didn't qualify too well, but from third to sixth, we weren't that far apart at all. So we'll see what happens in the race.
Theo Casemiro of Boroko Motors shoots to fourth place with 219 points, only 17 points separating him and Team Track Pro. If he races well today, we can see him moving to third with Corey of PEC away on a business trip.
I don't know, it's hard to say what the future's going to hold. Can't predict it, but we've done preparation, hopefully it'll last. No issues so far this morning. Let's just take it race by race, I guess.
Ronaldo Sokan of Pit Stop and Digital Billboard Racing still sits on sixth with a chance of moving up to fifth position if all goes well today. Not to be undone are Team SBS and Team Ford, very competitive towards the back end of the season.
Mate, I qualified second, so time's probably one of the best times I've done all year, which is good. So I just got to keep that up front with Chris. Second heat's going to be tough, and that's going to depict where everyone sits in the last heat. So hopefully I can get a good first heat out and improve in second heat, and then we'll might see if we're on the podium.
Fingers crossed. Anybody could happen. It's anybody's race, but I'd like to be quietly optimistic. I think I just need to keep a level head and drive hard, and we see how we go. You know, we're missing a couple of key players here today, so I might be lucky. We'll wait and see.
While some drivers are now just having fun.
Well, being a first timer, you got to learn the track, learn the car. First time in the car. Know when to brake, know when to accelerate. Keeping out of the way of the faster guys. So a bit of a challenge.
Feels good. Hopefully, if I can get through the pack during this race. Wasn't very happy with the qualifiers, but let's see how the race goes.
Race 11 is sponsored by Cord and Associates. Again, Christian of Mountain Dew on track qualifies first with a time of 34.7 seconds, taking pole position, while Daniel Gagan of SBS Electrical taking up P2 with a time of 35.08 seconds, and Theo Casemiro of Boroko Motors with 35.21 seconds on P3.
Yeah, green starter flag there, so the boys are off racing. Quite a condensed field in the everyone looks like they got through the first corner pretty safely.
So we're on track, New Ford.
Yeah, we have a bit of a different look into the karters today. All footage provided by
New Ford
there. So hopefully gives the people at home an insight as to what it is like to drive these karts. But as we see, Chris Chan pulling away in the Mountain Dew racing car. Mountain Dew on-track racing, sorry. And a close battle between everyone else. Leon cutting the track there. Through. Maybe his line was a bit compromised into the chicane there. Pushed out wide a little bit, but was able, very squirmy from Leon. His tyres not quite up to temp and not able to lay down the power like he usually likes it.
Well, you can see Sokan really pushing hard towards Gagan.
Yeah, Ray's really come to the party towards the back half of the season.
Yeah.
So he's able to maintain his third place. Someone's gone off there. Is that Ray Sokan?
That was Ray Sokan.
Oh, I wonder what happened there. Maybe just battling too hard with Dan there, Dan Gagan from SBS. So, and then pushed out wide a little bit.
Ooh.
But yeah, Steve Browett from New Ford Racing here. Having a look on the inside of Leon, maybe able to get the move done in the turn 1. Instant replay. Yep. That's a great move there. Clean racing. Was able to get the power on early in the final corner, and then from there able to get a faster slingshot down the main straight and overtake Leon. Look, he's Dan's managed to pull away a little bit from him, Theo that is, but Theo showing that he is able to, make it back up and hopefully get back right on Dan's bumper there. As we see Chris Chan coming up to the Digicel kart of Clint.
Yep, Clint Sam Awong.
Yeah, Clint taking over the driving duties for the whole day this round. Charlie and Colin not able to, swing by and have a go at it themselves. So, good experience for Clint in the kart, and hopefully he'll get faster and faster as he races, gets more racing mileage under his belt.
As we can see, Ray Sokan actually did a good comeback after...
Yeah, Ray was able to recompose and just get back into the groove after his off on the side, and he's been able to close back up to the top. It's a P2, P3, P4, and P5 battle, and Steve is also coming up really quick. So nice battles right across the midfield throughout the season. I mean, initially when we first started, yeah, it was a bit spread out, but as the guys have learned the track and tinkered with their karts, I reckon they're all on very similar pace.
Leon Nguyen must have gone off the race.
Yeah, we've seen him drop off. Maybe he's...
No, we can't see him.
Yeah, that's Sergey and Prosenjit.
Yeah.
Battling away on their own accord, but
the Stranglers coming through.
Slow. Oh, this is Jade Salvador from Digital Billboards. But Chris Chan, as usual, streaking away from the rest of the field, setting a pace that can't be matched by anyone else. So it's more than likely that he already has one hand on the championship, barring catastrophic, catastrophic circumstances. I can't see anyone else beating Chris Chan to the championship.
So we're coming towards lap 11 now. It's end of lap 10.
Yeah, lap 11 of 12.
Yep.
Nice of the slower karters to move out of the way, getting the blue flags. But as the midfield battle comes up to the slow karters, hopefully they'll stay out of the way as well. And they have done so nicely. So thanks very much to those guys. Obeying the rules. But Ray Sokan driving a very good defensive line, not allowing Steve to have a look at all.
Oh, cones flying.
Everyone's pushing very hard to try and secure their positions. Especially when it's the final lap of the race, you don't want to... I mean, you can have a lunch... Ooh, Steve going wide there. Trying to gain one more place on the last lap. One last chance.
And they're still actually having a battle. Digicel and
Jade from Digital Billboards, yeah. There's battles all over the track, so... Oh no, this is the last lap now with the white flag. One last chance for Steve to get that overtake move done. But it looks like Ray, Sokan and Steve have dropped back a little bit from the podium place fight. Prosenjit sliding a bit wide there in the wide shot. Still pushing very hard in that case, or maybe his tyres have just gone off a little bit not giving him the grip that he's used to. But as we come across to finish Heat 1, it's Chris Chan in first place, Dan Gagan in second, and Theo Casemiro holding steady in third. But off we go for Heat 2.
Tight bunch.
Hopefully everyone makes it out okay. There's always a Constantina effect into that corner, but so long as there's, wheel-to-wheel racing, there's always going to be some form of contact.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Steve's made his early move. He likes that inside dive bomb on that first hairpin there. But Sergey caught sleeping there and left the door a bit too wide open for Steve there. So Steve able to get through on the smallest of gaps, but hey, now he's leading the race, so good for him.
So one board on track.
Ooh. Theo Casemiro there cutting a corner and taking out a cone. Maybe, pushing the track limits. But as we see Steve, he's in clean air and he's able to pull away from the rest of the field because he does have a far. Oh, actually, most of the guys have overtaken Sergey, I think. Sergey was in second place, but he's gone off.
He's gone off, yep.
To stay close together, and hopefully they can all work together to try and catch up to Steve at the front.
Chris at the moment is calculating, and one thing with Chris, he tends to actually think ahead. He thinks 2 corners, 3 corners of, at least ahead.
Oh yeah, as a racing driver, you're not thinking about the corner that you're in already. If you're thinking about the corner that you're in and you're looking at you're driving the corner that you're in, you're already compromising your line for the corners ahead of you. So as a racing driver, you're looking at least 2 to 3, like you said, 2 to 3 corners ahead, always. So you aim high and then you're just using your peripheral vision to drive where you currently are. So as Steve comes up to the Digicel kart, hopefully he gets out of the way. Clint not quite up to the race pace that these guys are, so they do manage to lap him pretty quickly. So in this heat it's 12 laps, so the big time difference, I think as we can see on the onboard, these guys are doing 34-second laps. I believe Clint was closer to the 40-second lap, so
that's really slow at this competition.
He's comfortable doing that pace himself, and everyone has a different learning curve. That's fine. But a 6-second time difference on this track, you 6 times 5 is 30 seconds. You've already made up that gap.
This great battle between Soken and
everyone's
and Chris. Yeah.
Tight battles. So Ray acting as a roadblock between. He's acting as a roadblock. So as soon as these guys, if they are able to get past, I'm sure they would be able to unleash their full pace or the full potential in their karts. But when it comes to racing, if you're the guy in front, you have every right of way. You can dictate your defensive line. It's up to the guy behind you to make that overtake move and make it a clean one at that. So Theo's just surveying where he can make that overtake move on Ray. Whereas the laps are ticking down and Steve is leading away from the front. Back to a replay here, and Chris with a potential overtake move on the inside, not quite able to pull it off there.
But we can see now what's in his mind, where he's trying to get Theo.
Exactly right. Yeah. So Chris with the inside move.
Cullen's gone off.
a big off there from Callan. Must have got on a cone stuck under his chassis. Chris again with the inside look. Oh, he's able to get the move done.
He got it.
He got better drive out of the chicane. Theo a bit compromised there, squeezed. Maybe gone a bit too fast into the chicane and compromised his own line. Not able to lay on the power early. And Chris noticing that was altered his line at the last second and able to push on the power a bit more and get to his top speed faster.
Yeah, Theo would be cursing at himself at this point in time. It was like, how the hell did I let this guy through?
Yeah, well, like I said, once you let Chris through, he's I don't know what it is. He's just like a kid in a candy shop. Once again, trying to do that, do the Jew and do that overtaking move on the inside.
Blue flag on Clint.
But that also means that Ray is probably spun out Kart there, but did you sell? So caution, yellow flag.
It's instant replay. Yeah.
Spun out.
Yep.
Cold tire. Well, no, actually, probably not cold tires, but just a bit aggressive on the throttle. But as soon as Chris gets behind you, well, in Ray Sokan's case, Ray's probably forced to up his pace and push that a little bit harder just to keep Chris behind him. And checkered flag. So Steve Browett able to finish in first place, leading from the front from lap 1.
And yours truly finishing.
The subpar ultimate driver actually managing to finish a race. Callan coming in after his cone. Debacle.
So as a result, Dan Gagan and Steve got P1 and P2.
Yeah, a chance to run up at the front.
And they're off.
But it also means for Chris that he's just, sometimes you want to come back through the field and not necessarily always lead from the front. It makes for better racing and it's more enjoyable in the kart when you do pull off some really good overtaking moves. Bit of a collision there between Steve and Dan.
As you can see from his replay.
Steve, the inside look again. Dan, cold tires. The heat not quite into the rear tyres there, so laid on the power a bit too early and the tail got out. But that also gives a chance for the rest of the field to close up to the back of Steve and Dan. Because when you're battling, you're not 100% focused on setting the ultimate pace. And when you're battling away at each other, you do tend to compromise your lines in the corners. Steve again with the inside look there. And yeah, he was able to pull it off for a split second there, but Dan able to lay out put onto the power out of that first hairpin there and reach top speed faster than Steve can.
Do you think Steve is actually pushing too much at this point in time? Because does he have to settle down and see where Dan Gagan makes a mistake and then he takes advantage of it? Or is he just pushing too much at this point in time?
I think with Steve's driving style, he likes to push early and then hold his position from the front. Because when you're all at the same pace, it's very, very hard to pass on this track. There's only maybe 3 opportunities to pass, but then you have to be right on the guy's bumper to do that.
Ooh.
So the thing with Steve is he knows that if he gets it done early, he can defend that position.
So you can see Chris just give Ray Sokan a love tap.
Yeah, he's probably telling Ray, hey, come on, mate, let's try catch up to the rest of these guys and put on some overtaking moves. But Dan now, once the tempo is settled, Dan able to pull away from Steve, but the thing for Steve is that now he has Theo right on his backside. But everyone pushing at a very, very rapid pace. But a very tight-knit battle between everyone. Dan not able to pull away from the rest of the field. So this is what we want to see when we're racing, like close battles for the top. Oh, Steve pushed out.
Oh my. Oh, he's gone.
Losing a lot of positions there.
Yep, you can see that on the instant replay. So
a bit sliding a bit too much into that hairpin, but he wasn't pushed out at all. But maybe just went in way too hot for that second hairpin. And yeah, the grip.
There's another replay of on board. Oh, so he actually went really wide.
He went in way too hot into that corner, trying to maintain his position, but under the pressure of Chris Chan, the Chris Chan overtake, he just lost a bit of composure. But that relegates him to the back of the field, and all that good work is undone by a split second decision that ultimately ruins your race. But in saying that, back to the leader, Dan Gagan. He's probably cheering under his helmet. That is, he's like, "Come chase me, guys! I'm setting the pace, and you guys all got to work harder to come get me and overtake if you want that win."
Oh, Chris doing that move again.
Chris Chan with the slingshot move there out of the hairpin. Wow, what a great move.
On the same corner as in the race too.
Yeah, exactly right. Chris Chan able to get that move done on that on the inside. Theo being very cooperative there, leaving racing room. Yeah, Sergey putting pressure on the subpar ultimate driver to hurry up and pick up the pace.
The golden boy?
The what, sorry?
The golden boy.
The golden boy. Nah, not really. No one's golden here except maybe the championship leader. At the end of the day, gold goes to first place, right?
Oh, so then he's now sweaty because now he's got Chris behind him.
Oh yeah, for sure. Maybe Dan doesn't realize, when you're in the kart and you got your visor down, you're kind of focused on your own race. And if you've been leading at the front for the majority of the race, you wouldn't necessarily expect someone to be behind you. But when you're battling away in the mid-pack, you kind of feel that, there is someone there behind you.
He probably might look back and say, "How did this fellow is right behind me?" Like, where did he come from?
Yeah, exactly right. It's like, holy crap! How the hell did you start in, like, let's say 6th place, and now you're right behind me? Probably not that, but just like aware that someone is behind him. But Callan also, Callan set with a very good, Oh wow!
Where did Callan come from? So what?
Yeah,
so
exactly right.
wow!
I'm trying to figure out where Callan came from, because after he's able to pass Ray and he's put in some really stellar laps, and maybe setting a pace. He's probably the fastest kart on the track right now, because he's been able to close that gap up to Dan Gagan and Chris Chan. Chris Chan with the inside look there, not quite able to pull it off. Callan also, because Chris has compromised his line in that hairpin. Callan has an opportunity, has a look into whether he can overtake Chris or not. But as we come around, oh, what a battle. Top 3 battling right to the end. Ooh, Sergey with a very loose car. Wonder what happened there.
Ooh.
But great racing from everyone.
Yeah. Callan Blundell of Pacific Energy Consultancy gets 3rd on the podium again. Christian of Mountain Dew on track 2nd, and Daniel Gagan of SBS Electrical gets 1st on the podium.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. Got good qualifying time. First heat came first. Second heat, I did my best to try and climb my way back up. And then third heat, somehow, miraculously, I held out Chris and Callum. So it was a really good race. There was a lot of pressure on that last heat, especially the last 6 laps, but came away with the win. I'm going to take it away, that's for sure.
The Moni Plus Port Moresby Kart Championship 2022 Championship tracker standing after round 11 sees Christian of Mountain Dew on track, Kart 28-33 with 375 points. Cullen Blundell of Pacific Energy Consultancy, Kart 69 with 272 points. Theo Casemiro of Borco Motors, Kart 333 jumps to third position with 243 points. Leon Nguyen of Track Pro, Kart 666 drops out of the top 3 with 236 points. Ronaldo Soken of Pit Stop Racing, Kart 12 jumps to 5th with 214 points. Daniel Gagan of SBS Electrical Kart 83 makes it to the top 6 with 205 points, knocking out Corey of Pacific Energy Consultancy out of the top 6. Until next time, happy racing!